Hey guys, it's Jarek Gaming Dragon. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. This is on Halo Reach. This is Forge. I didn't make this map. I don't know who made it. I just downloaded it off Xbox Live, so don't ask me where you can download it because I have absolutely no idea, to be frank. Or any of these maps, I have absolutely no idea. So here's just a few maps. Just some people made in Forge. It's almost like a vehicle obstacle course, and some of these can be an absolute bitch. Let's go ahead and start with this one. It's called the Sky Track. And these man cannons are the reason you will want to kill yourself. Because it's a matter of luck, really. Whether you bounce or just stop. And there's a man cannon towards the very end of this obstacle course that made me want to kill myself, because that's where I always failed. So it's an interesting track. It's not quite as long as some of the other ones, but it's worth a look. You know, I should have said it's Jarek, the Christmas Elite, and all green with the red mongoose and everything. And I'm gonna lead. You're slow if you didn't get that. There I kind of got a little bit lucky. And up here the course actually splits, and I'll show you both sides of the course. But right there it splits off to that side. And if you go over to the right, it goes a different direction, but it all leads to the same area, and I'll show you that after I finish the map on this. This side is actually harder, and right here there's a gap. I just backed it up. Figured I'd get enough speed. It's like, oh, I'm gonna fall. Nope. See that gap there? You gotta cross it. Again, it splits, but then it just goes back to the same place like a second later, so I'm not sure why it even split. You can see it just leads right around. Now the man cannon on this side, this is the reason I took this route. The man cannon on this side is actually easier to complete than the man cannon on the other side. And this is the first time doing this side, really. So, landed fine, and then this is where it gets a little hard. I looked at it, I'm like, oh man. Because the other side, when you go from the other side, it's not quite as high. And then I just floored it. I'm like, oh, screw this, I'm flooring it. Woo, I beat it. After playing it, I played it for probably like 20 minutes or so before finally beating it. See, I'm doing a celebration, just going and shooting everywhere out of finally being done with this map. Man, to the guy that made this map, you were an asshole for putting that man cannon there. What a bitch. Drive off the cliff! Yeah. And that's what happens if you fail. And I'll show you what the other side looks like here. That was the next thing I did. I grabbed one of the random mongoose, might as well be full on green, and went over, did it again. The first man cannon isn't quite as hard, although I still failed there quite a bit because I land and then just fly across the map. You just bounce off. Let me just skip forward to the other part, because you've already seen this before. Well, let me show you this. I'm not sure how this worked. I have no idea how I even did this. I'm falling off and somehow go back on. What? How did that work? That makes no sense whatsoever. Thumbs up. Go ahead and like the video if you think that the mongoose physics need a little bit of work. Okay, now I'm going the other way. It splits off two different directions. And that part there is actually kind of annoying just because you hit a wall and you stop, you have to turn around. And this, you have to floor it, otherwise you won't make it. There's a big gap right there. And I nosedived for some reason. Physics in this game, I don't know. I'm not sure how any of that worked. And this side's actually easier, it's just the main cannon bit is harder. And this right here is actually kind of annoying to go down, because if you hit the wall, you just kind of stop. If you hit it wrong, you stop and turn around. And then it's an easy drive over there, and then this always gets you. This is what happens when you fail. I think I failed here, and then I just said, fuck it, I'm not going to complete the map again. See, this man cannon's harder. you just like spin, fly out the cliff. Ah, fuck it. And that's what happens every single time. So that's what both sides look like. Let's go to the next map. Alright, now this next course I'm playing right now, I'm actually not going to be doing this in the theater mode because it's not really an obstacle course, so I'm not going to do it a million times and fail a million times. It's more or less just a racetrack. And at first I was like, meh, this is okay. It's nothing too cool. And I thought it was decent. And then I drove this way, and I didn't know if I was driving up a cliff, but no, that's one giant-ass ramp, and then I did something like this. It went flippy. And then thought, okay, I gotta record this. Also, Christmas Elite again! But yeah, it's a pretty cool map, and if you're into racing and that sort of a thing, go ahead and download it. I don't know what map it is, so I'm just downloading it off the most recommended list on 360, so again, don't ask me where I could find this map or something like that, because I really don't know. And it's overall pretty well done racetrack, for the main reason that you always know where to go. It's not, you know, generally when someone that isn't a game developer does a map, there's multiple points where you don't know where to go, and you have no idea which way you should turn. And I hate it when people do that. And hell, I've had game developers do it. I don't know which way to go, and it's you know, it's made me lose races and stuff like that, and it's gotten me pissed off before. But overall, this map seems pretty well executed. I'm doing a really bad job driving at the moment, but whatever. This is just to show off the map a little bit. Again, I didn't make this. I'm just downloading these. I have the patience of a 2-year-old, and that's the reason I don't like... Well, it's not that I'm impatient. It's just I like immediate gratification. What's the difference? That's being impatient. But, I don't know. With some things I'm not impatient, other things I'm very impatient. Stuff like building stuff like Legos and stuff like that, I don't know. I don't have the patience to do that. Yet, at the same time, I run a business and I have the patience to do that, so... he put something underneath here so you don't die in the water, which is overall pretty cool. Mongoose physics are just so bad. Really need to work on them. But yeah, if you're into racing, this is a pretty cool way to go. The only thing that kind of bugs me is at the end of the... Actually, I'll just wait till I get to the end of the race to show you what kind of bugs me. That's a giant-ass map he made. Or ramp, I mean. Amusing ramp. Oh, and I like how the trees are just popping through the ground here. There's nothing else you can really do with it. Once again, another random cliff and another random ramp that I'm most likely going to flip down. Hey, I landed on my wheels. Then you start to go into the Blood Gulch territory, which I don't think he did a whole lot with the Blood Gulch area. I think he could have done a little bit more. But either way, I really shouldn't be saying much because I don't have the patience to even start doing anything like this. You see, there's not really ramps or anything in the Blood Gulch area, just giant-ass walls, which probably took a decent amount of time to put all those there, but... You know, I was just kind of expecting something a little bit more for the Blood Gulch area. I saw one map where someone just made a giant-ass half-pipe through a Blood Gulch, which amused me. I mean, it's so pointless, but it amused me. This part I thought was kind of cool. Up the main cannon onto the ramp. And it works every time, too. Not sure what just happened. I think soon I should be coming up to the end of the map after this ramp. Here you gotta jump a big gap across Blood Gulch. Yep, I see the end of the map. And here we go. Whoever reaches here first wins, and then you get a good view of Reach World and all the work he did, which I think was a good finishing touch. Oh gosh, I am sliding. There. Yeah, I think that was a good adding touch, just to be able to see everything he's done. Except for this. Oh, no, you can still see what's happening over in Blood Gulch. So that's pretty cool. Really, the only thing that bugs me is that he should have added a teleporter right here to go to the very beginning of the race. It bugs me that he didn't. Drive off the cliff! Woo! Not sure how that works. Oh shit, I'm dead. I was like, yeah, I'm still alive. Oh, I'm dead.